This community update was brought to you by U-Radio. The room at the Manitoba Legislature fell silent on Monday as three teenage boys stepped forward and began to speak in unison.
Genocide.
Since 2023, 100,000 tons of explosives have been dropped on Gaza, all combined
6
times
times
the force of Hiroshima.
Oppression.
Their spoken word piece explored the devastation in Gaza, girls in Afghanistan barred from education, and wars displacing millions in Ukraine, Syria, and Sudan.
People still whisper peace like a prayer trapped in their throats.
All these armies,
All these fighters,
All these tanks
and
all these soldiers.
if killing is a way to heaven, then it shouldn't be forgiven.
the land itself is begging.
No more graves, no more grieving. Their stories won't stay hidden.
In this world or another,
It won't be forgotten.
by the victims,
The survivors, by all who seek to be free.
Isn't that what we are meant to be?
The performance was part of the Manitoba Council for International Cooperation's, MCIC's, kickoff to the 36th Annual International Development Week. The piece, What We're Meant to Be, was created through MCIC's Voices for Change program by Toby Lola, Olorunshala, Toby, Fawaz Al-Hassan, Ali, and Sami Suleiman. Toby spoke on his experiences.
Well, to my perspective, I think it's a way to shed a light, right? Like, we may be in Manitoba, Winnipeg, but if we can't share what we think and let other people know that there's an important matter out there that needs to be looked at, that needs to be shown concern to, then how is change gonna happen around the world?
Ali says the program offered more than just creative expression, it gave them a platform.
I learned about global issues as like the ones you see over there. And I learned how to raise my voice and speak up for those who couldn't.
Sami says the words came directly from lived experiences.
So this is basically our own experience that we have been through, and we just put it in words to show the people and show them what we have been through.
With global conflicts dominating daily headlines, the performance set the tone for the week. MCIC's Director of Engagement and Learning, James Cornelson, says it's a reminder of why International Development Week still matters.
It's a difficult time in some ways for people to be thinking about international cooperation, but behind the scenes, as you can see in this room with this many people gathered just in Manitoba, and it's happening across the country, there are ongoing partnerships, there are ongoing initiatives, people still believe in change, change is happening, good things are happening. We need desperately to draw attention to those good things that are happening.
The event also highlighted concrete examples of that change, including a $10 million federal investment through the Canada Lifts program to support small and medium-sized organizations working towards sustainable development.
So, there's been some universities and smaller organizations and ethnic communities and things like that in various parts of Canada, all seeing the problems in the world, they're seeing challenges and going, hey, we want to do something. So this is to lift them up. So this Canada Lifts program is a continuation of that. It's based on a whole bunch of learning that's happened over the last several years around what works, what are some things we can do that will help address some of these sustainable development goals and sustainability in general and better communities. So this is the next iteration of that.
MCIC also presented its annual Development Impact Award for Excellence in International Cooperation to World Vision Canada in partnership with World Vision Sri Lanka, recognizing a gender transformative project focused on health, food security, and climate resilience. Through all these efforts, education specialist Bea Bassaran says Voices for Change is just one part of MCIC's broader mission.
And it's to showcase what they're passionate about and to just talk, give them a platform to speak, to use their voice for positive change. And along with our other workshops and educational resources, it's basically to support sustainability and global citizenship learning in a more engaging way for students. And so we can do that with spoken word or other creative activities that we have as well.
International Development Week continues throughout the month with author talks, youth conferences, and classroom workshops across Manitoba. With all these events and what has transpired, for these three young poets, the message is simple, that youth voices matter.
I think the best way to get other youth involved in this kind of things is that to put a word out there and tell them what they're capable of and let them know about different organizations like MCIC, like Resilia, like many organizations that help will help you take a step forward through putting you in a program, putting you in an event that's like this, and they'll help you through it, and you can put a word out there.
For International Development Week, those changes begin with education, cooperation, and listening. You're listening to U Radio, where diverse voices connect. Stay tuned for more stories and insights that matter. With U Multicultural and the Local Journalism Initiative, I'm Ryan Funk.